So finally guys, I'm starting the video in the car, and I know it's been a huge mistake that I didn't upload it on Saturday, but right now it's Saturday and I'm shooting the vlog today. The main reason is I had shot a video on Friday for the vlog, but I shot it with my phone and I thought the quality was good enough, but when I checked out it on my laptop, it was not that good enough, and I didn't want any bad content to go out on my channel, so I just skipped that. I just deleted the footage and I thought of shooting the new part. But as you all know that apart from the YouTube channel, I have other stuff to do as well. Basically my work includes building websites and doing digital marketing for other clients, so that is one of my main works. And I also do video and photo editing for, like, I outsource work from other clients who needs editing and the stuff, and I do that as well. So I've been busy lately doing these kind of work, so that's why I was not able to shoot the video instantly, promptly after I shot one video. So this is me on Saturday shooting another video. So I'm here at my friend's place, Akshay. So I'm going to give the 5D back to him as I had mentioned in the previous vlog, and I'm going to collect the Sony. So we're going to shoot now from the Sony camera because I think it's much more lighter. It's not better than the 5D, but I think for YouTube it's the right kind of camera that I should own. And so yeah, that's about it. So let's collect the Sony camera and let's meet after that. Good evening guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing great. So finally I'm back, and I'm back with a new setup again. So I've got the Sony a6300 here with a Rode mic, so I hope the quality is better now, because shooting with a phone, as you all know, is actually good because I have an iPhone 11 Pro. But for a guy like me, I mostly prefer shooting with DSLRs, so that's why DSLRs or even mirrorless cameras for that sake. So that's why the Sony a6300 is here, because I think it'll be a game changer for me to up the game of my vlogs and my video content. So without further ado, let's continue with the video. So today's video is going to be about which is the best bike for you if you're a beginner or if you're just going to buy your first bike. So this video we're going to divide it into three categories, that is three categories of buyers. One is the daily commuter who just takes his bike to work, or maybe even like goes to shopping or anything like that. The second will be the one who is passionate about biking or motorcycling, and he wants to go out for shorter rides, or if he's a thrilled rider, he wants to achieve some maximum speed or that kind of shit. And the third and the last one is kind of a hybrid rider who wants to go touring on long distances as well as short, and who wants a daily commute as well. So starting with a daily commuter, I don't consider them as bikers because they are not passionate about biking. They just want the bike to have a daily commute. It's a tool of transportation for them, not something like a dear beloved machine. So for them, any 150-200cc bike will do. And in that category, two bikes I find really, really great. One is the Honda Unicorn. I have personally ridden that bike of my friends, and that is one of the best bikes in that segment. The clutch shifting, the engine, and the riding capability is very smooth, and the bike is literally like awesome in that kind of budget. It's a 150cc engine, single cylinder obviously. The second bike I think which is great is the Honda Hornet. Again, I think it's a 150cc or 200cc, I'm not sure about that, but it's a really great bike for that kind of segment and for a daily commute. It's pretty lightweight, and you can take it anywhere you want. The second kind of category is that of a passionate biker. So we come down to a step where now we are going into the biking world, and this is for the ones who are like very passionate. So before moving ahead, I just want to put a note that this video is for those who are going to buy their first bike and those who are experienced in riding. So they have not owned a bike previously and they are going to buy a new bike. So this video is particularly for them and not for someone who already owns a bike or who has already owned a bike and he's going to make a second, third, fourth, etc. purchase. So this video is for the new ones. So the ones who are like the one who wants to venture into motorcycling world, I guess these are the great starter bikes if you want shorter rides and at a certain amount of speed. So to begin with, and let me also put to note that we are moving the pricing factor out of the equation, so there are no pricing restrictions here, but still I'll keep it under like 3 lakhs, I think 3 to 3.5 lakhs, because they are beginner bikes. So to begin with, I think the KTM's Duke series is really great for a beginner who wants to have that kind of speed, and like the bike is pretty lightweight. So anyone who wants to go for shorter rides, so I think KTM Duke series is really good. Any bike, but for me, I think the 250 and the 390 are really great. So you can go for those. Obviously, the newly launched Dominar 250 is also really great. So if you want that kind of bike, you can go for that as well. And lastly, there's one more bike, which is the Yamaha FZ250. I think it's a really great bike because the Yamaha engines are much more smoother than any other engines. According to me, they are very refined, and the riding quality is also really good. And I want to put an honorable mention here, because if you're really an experienced rider and you are going to buy your first bike, then I'll notch up the displacement a bit higher. I'll put it up to 650, and I'll recommend you to buy an Continental GT, the Royal Enfield Continental GT. I think the bike is really great, and this is specifically for shorter rides, because if you're planning for a longer ride, which is more than 200-300 kilometers, then I would suggest you go for a ADV Adventure Tourer, or maybe a Interceptor kind of bike, because the stance of Continental GT is pretty sporty and that may affect your back. But if you're planning for shorter rides, which is below 200-150 kilometers, and you're just looking for speed, then the Continental GT is a perfect bike for you. It costs a bit much than the other bikes that I mentioned, but I think it's a really great choice, and with that kind of specs and numbers, you won't find any other bike which is near the competition. So these are the bikes if you're looking for shorter rides, if you're passionate about biking and you want to just get to start with riding. And the last category is of hybrid riders like me. So who wants a bit of speed, who wants to go for longer and shorter rides, and who wants to take it to a daily commute. So I have 3 bikes for you guys, and I think these 3 bikes will help you get into the biking world pretty good, because they are a mix of all. So to begin with, that's obviously my bike, which is the Royal Enfield Himalayan BS6. I think it's a great mixture. Actually, it's an off-road adventure tourer bike, but I think it's great for the city as well. It has a higher displacement engine, which is a 411, but it is low on power and torque. So I think it finds a mixture of these. With a mixture of these, I think this is the perfect bike for city as well as adventure touring. So if you're not looking to go beyond 120, 130, so this is the perfect bike for you. Also, the maintenance is really good. The service team is really good. So I think no complaints about that. And obviously, Royal Enfield as a brand is obviously one of the greatest motorcycling brands, according to me. So you can go blindly for that option. The other one is if you want to push your pricing a bit higher, you can go for the KTM 390 Adventure. So there's no comparison I can say between the Himalayan and the KTM, because it's 1 lakh expensive than the Himalayan. But I think the KTM 390 offers much more features, much more riding capabilities, and like if you want to dig deeper into the biking world, then that's the perfect motorcycle for you, because it's one of the best entry-level adventure tourers, I can say. And obviously the bike is small as compared to other adventure tourers, so you can just take it to your work as well as for longer or shorter rides. And it's really great for speeding as well, because KTM, as you know, it's a racing brand. And the third and the last option is going to be the Dominar 400. So it's not really adventure tourer, but it's kind of a hybrid bike where you get where you can do adventure touring as well as you can ride in the city. So it's kind of a street naked adventure bike, I can say. But I'll prefer the first and the second option than the third option, because the Bajaj Dominar is a really great bike. Many people have bought it, but my personal opinion will be to go with a Royal Enfield or a KTM rather than a Bajaj. So these were my suggestions. If you're looking to buy your first bike, then you can go for these bikes. So I hope this video was helpful. Do like, share, comment and subscribe. Please do share with your friends and families. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.